Okay guys, today we're going to be showing you here the Ninja Blade Atomos, and this is the 1080 60p version. It's a very small version, not very advanced. This is not the 4K or 8K or any of that stuff. But what it is we're going to demonstrate on the modification that I did to the Ninja Blade in order to give me better options with hard drives. As you see here, you see a little bit of some strange things here on the desk. Now, for the most part, you can use the Atomos caddy, the hard drive caddy, into the unit, okay, normally. But the problem is, to remove this out of there is very problematic because the tabs on the side are very small. So you always have to wiggle the hard drive out, the caddy out, the dock. So I found that over time that's not a good idea because inside the female plugs are going to be completely worn out and probably split. So what I did is I went to AliExpress and looked around a whole bunch of options. And the best option that I came up with, and the cheapest one, although not the greatest looking, mind you, but it's the most useful because this is not about looking cool. It's about usefulness. It's about ease of use. So in this case now, we can still use the caddy with the SSD here that I have in here, okay? And use the unit as intended, okay? But because we bought this extension cable, it's from male to female, just to let you know. So the cable itself on that end is male, on this end is female. So now we can use a whole bunch of different recording devices here on this unit without ever using the caddy, the dock, whatever you want to call it, the insert dock, whatever you want to call it. Now we could take one of these older drives, for example. Not that I recommend it, but I've done it. And use these to record. Okay? The only issue is wherever you attach this, you have to have some kind of holder for the hard drive. I use an elastic band on a tripod. Who cares? Whatever. Anyways, but it goes beyond that. Now we can start using some interesting things here. For example, we can take an M.2 2280 SSD, okay, and use AliExpress as well. SATA 3.0 to M.2 SSD adapter. Get a whole bunch of options for sizes here, but anyways. Now you take this, put down the screw, okay? I'm not going to do it for now, just for demonstration purposes. And the same thing. Now you're using M.2 drive to record. Right? Let's say that, you know what? Let's use something else. 3.5-inch adapter. Same thing. Make sure it lined up here. And now you have this. So the possibilities are kind of endless here. You have a whole bunch of possibilities now with this mod. Now, what it is, it's not something that you're soldering or doing anything nonsense to the unit. There is no, there's nothing that's going to happen to the unit. So there's no warranty issue with this. All it is just a plug. It's basically like this on the other side. That's all it is. There's really nothing special about this. The only problem is you have to open your unit. And it's very easy to do. It's not very complicated. There's not even a reason for me to show you how to do that. It's very simplistic. Screws, one side goes the other side, one side goes the other side. So they come apart this way. When you put this in, when you're under the side and you feed it through, the door, okay, you're not removing the door. The door stays because there's a door here. What you're going to do is put two foam pieces here on the inside here, right here. So you're going to put it in there. The reason why, you don't want the cable to be jostling up and down. And you can put more foam pieces here to completely fill it. I just did this for now so it doesn't move that much. But at any rate, this is a good idea to do because this stops the nonsense of wiggling this out of there all the time and having the possibility of ruining your contacts on the inside, the female contacts. So you have to be very careful with this. So because the Ninja Blade, the Atomos company has changed their Ninja Blade series and other ones, the 4K, 8K stuff. They changed everything now where it's on the outside. They're not going with this anymore because they realized that there's a problem. The setup here, although very crude, it helps with a big problem with this unit: heat. The hard drive that produces heat as well is no longer inside the unit. So if this is in there, right? Let's say you have the unit like this. It's on a tripod and you're holding it like this. The heat's going to rise through the top and come back on the screen. So it's going to really heat up to electronics. By removing the hard drive from the unit and keeping the heat from the hard drive outside, so in this case, the heat will be here instead of there, the unit will heat up less. That's another advantage. So for those saying this looks silly, it looks retarded, this looks pretty bizarre, it's the intention of why I did it. I wanted to get the hard drive out of there. I wanted it to be easier to remove the hard drive. I wanted to use different hard drives fast. I wanted to use some hard drive on an adapter. So that's what we're going to do here. And so it gives you a whole bunch of options that normally you don't have. For example, this hard drive is in here. It's in one of these all the time. You know, it's my kind of a backup drive, and it's always here. So you can take those and add it to the cable. Very simple to do. In case, if you want this to go back to normal, you do have to take it apart, remove the cable, and then just use your normal adapter for the SSD. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a good day. Take care. And again, for $2, that's what this cost was. It was $1.99 on AliExpress. Thank you for watching, and take care.